It's been a long time since I did a personal rig update, and the last one kind of fell flat anyways. It was a rushed plan, you guys didn't really like it, and admittedly, I wasn't really into it either. Ever since moving away from the mineral oil build, the choice of case has been a difficult one. I even opted for trying to go with just a test bench because I was so unsatisfied with what was currently available on the case market. I didn't want a big, gaudy case. I did want something that could fit an ATX motherboard, however, because I like expansion slots. I wanted it to be clean, but not happy-go-lucky Martha Stewart clean, more like, that looks nice, but also scares the absolute shit out of me, Adam Jensen style clean. I wanted angles, I wanted tempered glass, and I wanted quality construction. I think I may have finally found the platform that I was looking for, and because of that, I'm going to be hard on it. It's time to review the Enthoo Evolve ATX TG. The Soundcore Sport XL from Anker is an IP67 rated Bluetooth speaker featuring 15 hours of playtime, 16 watts of audio output, and a USB charging port for your devices. Check it out at the link below. The front face features the beginning of the angular design. My case came in anthracite gray, but is available in silver and black variants as well. Somewhat near the bottom of the indented section of the faceplate is an LED bar, and at the top there's a flip cover which reveals dual USB 3.0 ports, a headphone and microphone jack, and an RGB LED changing button, which allows you to cycle through the 10 available colors for the integrated LEDs, and additional LEDs added on later in the form of a Phanteks LED strip. But this is where I'm gonna get quite nitpicky. For an ATX case, I would have liked to see more USB ports up front. 2 more USB Type-A ports as either USB 2.0 or 3.0 alongside a little bit of modernization with the inclusion of a USB 3.1 Type-C connector would have been ideal. It also looks like it would have been entirely possible with a denser configuration of ports. The front plate is removable by simply leveraging the bottom, and then the revealed fan filter is able to be removed by the handle at the top or by the squeeze mounts on the inside of the case. It does start a little too tight, but after you remove it a few times, it gets a bit easier to use just the handle. The side panels are both made of tempered glass, meaning your right side panel, which is normally hiding your cable management, is now quite naked. The Phanteks mounting solution for their tempered glass is admittedly the best I have personally used because they relentlessly built buffers of foam or rubber between contact points that could scratch the glass. This includes foam padded thumb screws, rubber wrapped female thread points, and a foam lined interior that the glass squeezes against. It would have been wonderful if they could have used the same mounting method they had used for the non-tempered glass version of the Evolve, because the screwless swivel mount was fantastic. But I understand going this direction because you don't want to mess around with tempered glass. If this stuff shatters, it's one hell of a job getting it all cleaned up. The top of the case features your power button and some speed hole inspired venting along the angled sides with some great looking mesh underneath. The whole panel can be done away with by removing 2 screws at the back and 2 screws at the front panel and then simply popping it off. Moving inside the case, you have a nicely rail mountable radiator and fan install area up in the top, but it's kind of unfortunate how far down that radiator and fan setup would go, covering up the top of your motherboard. Because of this, I would go with what I usually consider the less visually optimal position of the front, which, by the way, has a removable panel so you can extend radiators down into the basement of the case. Putting a triple radiator up here and removing that panel will also remove your ability to use any of the modular drive mounts and the dual 3.5-inch drive bay mounting area in the bottom. So essentially, you're stuck with 3 2.5-inch positions, 2 of which are on the back of the motherboard tray, and 1 of which is beautifully displayed in the main compartment on the side of the basement. The back of the motherboard tray features a fan controller, which is a nice addition, but due to it being exposed through the glass, I would have appreciated some type of cover to make it more aesthetically pleasing. The 3 Velcro cable management straps are a wonderful touch, but I would have appreciated them being just a little bit longer, as they seem to just barely be able to hold on with some of the more populated runs, and I don't even have that much stuff installed. And adding on to that, some form of zap strap loop or something would have been appreciated for managing the 8-pin CPU cable along the right-hand side, because right now there's nothing. Inside the main area of the case, you have the snugly fit ATX motherboard, a cool angled panel where your cables can come out of through the rubber grommets, and some unfortunately not somehow covered or grommeted cable management holes for the bottom of your motherboard add-on slots and SSD mount. You can fit 3 120 or 140mm fans in the front and top of the case, and 1 120 or 140mm fan in the back. That removable panel up near the front for the tall radiators can also facilitate a panel that will aid in installing pumps or reservoirs, if that's your thing as well. Then there is a cutout that reveals the side of your power supply. Speaking of which, I would have preferred that Phanteks had a different mounting solution for this that enabled you to slide the power supply in through the back of the case using something like a removable bracket. Okay, so conclusion time. I was hard on it. I nitpicked things that I would have never even mentioned on other cases, and this was out of love. From titanium grade sandblasted anodized coatings which look absolutely stunning while allowing you to touch it without having a heart attack, to the refreshing ease of the entirety of the build process, down to the little things, like including a surprisingly nice spare screw box. It's great. Gold star. That's why I'm going to use it for my personal rig, the video of which will come at some point. I'm still working on getting the internals, so yeah, I wouldn't hold your seats or anything. TunnelBear is the simple VPN app that makes it easy to browse privately and enjoy a more open internet. Your online activity is kept private from your internet provider, advertisers, hackers, someone looking to track you and profit off of your data. That's lame, man. TunnelBear has a top-rated privacy policy and does not log your activity. Try for free, 500 megabytes included and no credit card required. And if you choose to get unlimited data, you can save 10% by going to tunnelbear.com/LTT. Man. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it took so long for any mention at all of my personal rig update. I know this isn't really much of one, considering all of the internals and a lot of the other stuff is going to change, because I'm going to need to mod it for it to be a really good personal rig update. But anyways, if you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. Get subscribed if you want to see future updates on this thing. We have a bunch of shirts that you can pick up, which are great, at the link in the video description down below. Check out the forum, become a member. More members on there is cool. It's not really growing that fast anymore because I think we hit some form of like relative peak, but the community is great and that is cool. If you want to see a cool video on a mineral oil rig that I built a long time ago for myself and which helped me get this job, click here.